How welcome back to my channel, Dan Who Reviews. I am the clone of Dan W, and today we're going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Sandman Build-A-Figure Wave Jackal, or Marvel's Jackal as it says. I'm also going to do my best to try and explain who Miles Warren actually is, or is that a clone? Here he is, Marvel's Jackal, fresh in the box with no accessories apart from that Sandman Build-A-Figure leg, some weird creepy looking side art on the side there, then on the back of the box we get a picture of the figure, plus of all the figures in this wave that we need to complete the Sandman Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing the Jackal. Again, some more weird creepy side art on the side, and then there he is, fresh in the box. Let's open this guy up. So here he is out of box, and first impressions is I like it. He is looking creepy. Only Build-A-Figure piece we get is the Sandman Build-A-Figure leg, no accessories. But yeah, back to the figure. Really like the figure. Brand new mold, as you can see, and all this fur from head to toe is all sculpted into the mold, even down to those dirty looking toenails. You get some decent claw hands as well, no interchangeable hands, but those claws will do. And then there we go, a closer look. I like those yellow eyes and the pink in the ears, all the way from head to toe down to the bottom is those sculpted fur as well. I really like the detail. They went into a lot of effort just for this Jackal character, so everyone's speculating what else they could use this mold for. I don't know, to be honest, but it's looking good as it is. So let's spin this guy around and have a look at the details on the back of him. As you can see, the sort of fur details are still sculpted in the back, so they didn't skip that, which is really good. Even the arm tufts of hair stick out on the side. Articulation is just standard. You know where all the joints are. They all do their job. Twist those arms up and you can get those hands into some more creepy looking grabbing poses, I guess. But yeah, let's find out who this guy is in the next section. Now let's attempt to answer the question, who is he? Now this is the part where I give you some background on the character that this figure is inspired by. Now the Jackal has been a part of the Spider-Man comics for a very long time and isn't really a character you can explain briefly, but I'm going to try and attempt to give you a little bit of background on the character at least. So let's go. The original Jackal was Professor Miles Warren. Now Miles Warren first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 31 back in 1965, but at this point he was just Miles Warren, a teacher at Peter Parker's school. He is a genius biochemist, and at some point in his life he was an assistant to the High Evolutionary, where they would do experiments to try and evolve animals into human form. Now lots of stuff happened, and long story short, he got banished from the High Evolutionary's mountains, and that's when he ended up being a teacher at Empire State University, and he first met Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy. Now he fell in love with Gwen Stacy, love at first sight, the daughter he never had, weird feelings for her, and he was devastated when Gwen Stacy was killed by the Green Goblin. But he would eventually blame Spider-Man for this happening and wanted revenge. His first appearance as the actual Jackal was back in 1974 in Amazing Spider-Man 129, where he tried to get the Punisher to kill Spider-Man. Now obviously that plan didn't go through, but ever since then he's been in the Spider-Man comics doing experiments and creating clones. At the first he was just wearing a mask, he trained himself up and he had technology to help him recreate this Jackal-like creature, but eventually he did turn himself into a Jackal man type thing, inspired by one of his old creations that he let escape. But he is the reason for the clone saga. He created the first Peter Parker clone, which is Kane, the Scarlet Spider-Man, Ben Reilly, and more recently this clone conspiracy stuff that's happening in the comics right now. Now as I said, there's a lot of history there that you can go back and read, but that is briefly who he is. Let's get into some comparisons of this guy, but real quickly, if I did miss anything out from that section, I do apologise. I did just want to give you a brief explanation of who he was and what his motivations are, so forgive me. Anyway, here he is next to Peter Spider-Man and the Ultimate Peter Parker. Here he is compared to the love of his life, even if this one is from a different universe in Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen, and then we have Silk. And then here he is compared to the two other figures I've already reviewed from this wave in Shocker and then Spider-Man UK. All three of these are on different molds and they're about the same height, so they're looking good. So yeah, that's my figure review, aka who is he? I quite like this figure. I'm a fan of the character, so I think that helps. I think they did well with the sculpted detail. I appreciate that, even down to the dark green hair on the chest. I like it. So let me know how I'm getting on with the who is he segment. Please subscribe and comment below, and I'll see you on the next one. Pow.